Imagine this. You're standing on a frozen world orbiting a giant planet so massive it dominates the sky. Above you, Jupiter fills half the horizon, swirling storms, endless clouds, a silent god watching from above. But down here, everything is still. No wind, no sound, no movement, just ice. An endless, cracked shell stretching in every direction, cold beyond anything you've ever experienced. Your breath would freeze before you could even see it. Your footsteps would echo and then vanish into silence. It feels dead, completely dead. But it's not. Because beneath your feet, far below the frozen surface, there is an ocean. Not a small one. A global ocean. A world of water trapped under ice for billions of years. And somewhere in that darkness, something may be alive. Watching. Moving. Waiting. Europa's surface is deceptive. At first glance, it looks smooth, almost peaceful. But as you move closer, you begin to see the fractures. Endless lines stretching across the surface like scars. Some are thin, like cracks in glass. Others are massive, kilometers wide, cutting deep into the crust. These aren't random. They are signs of stress. Europa is constantly being pulled apart from the inside. But the most terrifying detail isn't what you see. It's what you can't. Because this ice shell is not thin. It's estimated to be 30 kilometers thick. That's deeper than Mount Everest is tall. Deeper than the deepest parts of Earth's oceans. Imagine drilling down, hour after hour, day after day, year after year, still nothing but ice. Cold, silent, endless. And the deeper you go, the pressure increases. The darkness becomes absolute. Until eventually you realize something horrifying. This isn't just a frozen surface. It's a barrier. A wall separating two completely different worlds. And whatever is below has been isolated for longer than human civilization has existed. Now imagine the impossible. You break through. After kilometers of ice, the ground beneath you suddenly gives way. You fall. For a split second, there is nothing. Then impact. Water. You're submerged instantly. But something is wrong. There is no light. Not dim light. Not shadows. Nothing. Complete suffocating darkness. You open your eyes and see absolutely nothing. No surface above you. No bottom below. No sense of direction. You could be floating or sinking and you wouldn't know. This ocean has never seen sunlight. Not once. For billions of years. And yet it exists. Vast beyond imagination. Scientists believe Europa's ocean may contain more water than all of Earth's oceans combined. Let that sink in. An entire ocean world. Hidden. Buried. Forgot by light itself. And in that darkness there is movement. Not waves. Not currents. Something else. Something alive. But here's the mystery that changes everything. How is this ocean still liquid? why hasn't it frozen solid over billions of years? The answer is invisible, but incredibly powerful. Jupiter. Europa is trapped in a gravitational tug of war. As it orbits, Jupiter's immense gravity stretches it, then releases it, then stretches it again, over and over. This constant flexing generates heat, not on the surface, but deep inside. Europa is being kneaded like dough, and that friction warms its core, melts the ice from below, keeps the ocean alive. But it gets even more interesting, because at the bottom of that ocean there may be something extraordinary. Hydrothermal vents, just like on Earth. Cracks in the seafloor where superheated water erupts filled with minerals and chemicals. On Earth, these vents are home to entire ecosystems. Creatures that don't need sunlight. They survive using chemical energy. They thrive in darkness. Alien-like life right here on our own planet. So if life can exist there in crushing pressure in total darkness, without sunlight, then Europa doesn't seem so impossible anymore. Now imagine evolution without light. No eyes, no colors, no concept of day or night. Life would develop differently, completely differently. Creatures might rely on touch or vibration or chemical signals in the water. They might glow faintly in the darkness or remain completely invisible. Some could drift, others could hunt. Entire food chains hidden beneath the ice. And they would never know the sky exists. Never know what a star looks like. Never feel sunlight. To them, that dark ocean is the universe. And above them, a frozen ceiling they can never reach. And here's where it becomes unsettling. If life exists on Europa, it didn't just appear. It evolved over millions, maybe billions of years. That means it could be stable, adapted, complex, not just simple microbes, but entire ecosystems. Right now, at this very moment, something could be swimming through that ocean. Something we've never seen before. Something completely alien. And we would have no idea, because we can't reach it. Not yet. That ice shell is one of the most impenetrable barriers in the solar system. And here is the most terrifying part. This isn't ancient history. This isn't speculation about the past. If life exists on Europa, it could be alive right now. As you're watching this, as you're breathing, as you're sitting safely on Earth, there could be an entire living world hidden just beneath that ice. Moving, feeding, surviving, completely unaware of us, and completely unreachable. For now. But that might not last forever. Future missions are already being planned. Spacecraft will orbit Europa, scan its surface, study plumes of water erupting into space, searching for signs of life. And if we find it, even the smallest evidence, it changes everything. Because it means life is not unique to Earth. It means the universe could be full of living worlds, hidden worlds, silent worlds waiting to be discovered. Europa may look dead, cold, empty, but beneath that frozen shell it might be alive. In darkness, in silence, in secrecy. And one day we might finally find out.